What's going on, YouTube, and all my fellow Doge Army cryptocurrency holders out there? Let's jump in and look at this chart right now, and look at this beautiful head and shoulder pattern that is a fungus. Like, let's just jump right on in it. But actually, before we jump right on it, please, if this is your first time tuning in, consider subscribing to my channel, smashing that like button, sharing this with somebody so we can get the word out about this asset. And don't forget to come follow me on Twitter so you can have your chance to win some free commemorative Dogecoin collectors versus real silver, 2 different ones, and I also have copper, but you know, it depends on whoever wins first. But I'm going to be giving out one for every 5,000 followers on Twitter, and I will continue for the foreseeable time. And then maybe later on I'll set one up to where it's based on the comments and the likes or something like that, you know what I mean? So let's jump in. I actually have Webull on right now. And if you jump into the 1-day chart, you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, where we at? Okay, yeah, we can see if exactly what I'm talking about here. And well, there's actually a few. Hey, whoa, where'd I go? I lost myself. 1 second. Is it this one right here? Yes, this one. All right, there. Actually, let's do this transparent in the background. Yeah, so if you look right here, you will notice. Hey, look it looks just like me. You know, bam, boom, bye. Like, look, I'm gonna put me right there. Look, there's the head and shoulder. Like, everybody's like, well, what is a head and shoulder? What does it mean? Well, I mean, look at, see, look, I put my, bam, look at that. You see that? Do you see the head and shoulder pattern? Like, literally, like, come on, man. It's not that hard for people to, you know, do this. It's basic stuff. Like, you know, at the end of the day, it's a big ass guess, an educated guess. So we're gonna come in here, and then this is gonna be the neckline right here. That's our neckline. This is a shoulder. This is a shoulder. Regardless of the shoulder is a little bit bigger than this shoulder. The shoulders, you know, it's all right here. Because you see all this downward momentum here. If you look down the MACD, you see how it's all red. Well, we are in for the run-up of run-ups. Or we're going to go broke. But, you know, like I said, I'm not a professional. You should always consult one before you buy or sell any asset, or hell, don't be lazy. Look at some charts, read some articles, listen to some random guy or chick on YouTube. So, yeah, you know, it's either where it's going to have a run-up of a run-up, because it's what they do. I mean, look at, do you see how we had this huge, like this little run-up right here? If it would have calmed down and came back down to around here, maybe, you know, 10 cents or something like that, no, it didn't. It stayed here. That's why. And then it ran up again. Like, this is not a crash. This is a correction, because it should have corrected here. We didn't correct, so we ran it all the way up. But at the end of the day, this is a very good, this is what we want. We needed to do this, because look at what is forming on the other side, on the downside, identically to what we're seeing over here, just on the downside. So I mean, at the end of the day, that means that what happened here is gonna happen again. So you need to mentally prepare yourself for the downturn to come again. I feel like the next run up is gonna be a good, maybe week, 2, maybe a month, where it just keeps going every day, where we're like if you do your research on Bitcoin and you see when it first started, like, it ran up and then it corrected. It ran up and corrected. Like, it jumped up 20% one day and it lost 20% in one day immediately. That's what's gonna happen with this asset here. So, like, you can, I mean, remember, don't put everything in on this one. You gotta play both sides, because remember, the rotation comes in. Cryptocurrency is part of the stock market rotation, whether you want to admit it or not. There is so much money in the cryptocurrency that the banks are involved in it now. So the rotation involves cryptocurrency, and there is a lot of coins out there involved in it. Regardless if it's only like a $2 trillion market cap, there's a lot of assets out there for people to trade, and it's basically fractions. So that fractions causes a lot of volume, and we are, I mean, literally, you need to do your research and go back and look and see the last run up that it's had. And like, if you look at 2021, it's back, and it's not going to be calmed down very easily. Like, we have so many people out there allowing you to trade. Before, we only had like one, and when that one crashed, it was not good. People were pissed. Like, I was watching some videos on it. I was like, man, thank God I wasn't part of that, because I would have been upset too. I would have went down to the building. Hey, bro, I don't want this coin no more. Give my money back. But you know, this is very nice right here. I like seeing this pattern right here. And then, like, if you look here, like, let me get a little closer in here. Let's see what we got. Like, look at that. That's nice. This is all a big wedge here. I mean, this right here is what we needed, because believe me, people, if we wouldn't have had this when Elon came out and said the tweets and all the good news that came out, we would have been down here easily. We would have came all the way down to here, and it would have been real bad. We would have had a lot of blood out in the streets. A lot of people would have been a lot more depressed than they are now. But there's no reason to be depressed. I mean, especially if you guys have only been in this asset for you know, like, what, a month? I mean, a lot of people, they got in right here. Or hang on, let me see where they get in at. Go back to the 1 hour one. A lot of people got in right here, like a lot of people, because they heard all the hype. They were like, oh my God, look at it, it's running. Like, that's the worst time you want to buy in, when everybody's happy, saying to $1 to the moon, even though I already think we're on the moon. That's not when you want to buy in. You want to buy in times like right now, when people are out there sad and depressed. You'd be like, I'm loading up. You know what I mean? Like, this is a nice wedge, and that head and shoulder pattern is phenomenal. It's like the biggest head and shoulder I've ever seen. I mean, yeah, I mean, hell, it even at the MACD, I'm like, oh man, look at all that red, look at all that purple right there, whatever color the hell, whatever you want to call that. Look at it, and then like this right here, it's gonna double up, and we're gonna see just, oh man, it's gonna be wild. So make sure you let me look at. You see that? Look at the bam, bam, bam. Like, there's more green on here than there is red or purple, violet. I don't know. Whatever the color that is. There's more green here. That's why I like using this candlestick right here. The Hanachichi. I can't say it. I'm not even. That one right there. That dude. I like using this one, because, you know, it cuts out all the BS out of it. I mean, you can go to the lion one. The lion one looks even better. Look at that. That looks nice. All you got to do is look at upward trend. You see that? We're going up. My line for my shoulder line is going up at the end of the day. There is no part here where it shows where it's continuing to go down and stay down. Nowhere. Nowhere. Okay? Like this right here, this is not going to stay here forever. It's gone. Like, it's going to come back, and this asset is going to come back furious. So hold the hell on. Don't forget to come follow me on Twitter and smash that like and comment down below.